Reception should be better today. All right, guys, waiting for you to join the live so we can talk today about participate learning. One person already joined, so we're going to begin shortly. Today we're looking at participate learning, another international teaching program. Let me see who present now. Mark on the name, not the register. So we're going to start shortly, guys. I started a little later today because I did not want to stay in the same spot as yesterday. Yes, Diane Ricketts vlog up. Present. I didn't want to stay in the same spot. So I found this spot and I hope the reception is better here. So nobody know if I say them can't hear or, bad signal. It should be a little better today. So today we're going to talk about participate learning. Give the others a few minutes to join. We'll talk about a few others. Looking forward to all the info. Jessica Francis present. All right, may I mark register. All right. So we'll talk about Teach Savannah. And we also talk about Alliance Abroad. Good connection, yes. Because I found a different spot. Yes. We talk about Alliance Abroad. We talk about TPG. And one more. I don't remember the next one we'll talk about because today Thursday. No, it's 3. Yeah. TPG, Alliance Abroad. And yeah, that one day. 3 of them. So today we're going to be looking at participate learning. And guys, we have Diane Ricketts, who is online. She is a participate teacher. So if you have questions, you can always put them in the chat box for Diane. And if you have questions, you can always put them there for me also. But Diane does not have a problem to share what she already know and her experience with participate learning. And guys, some people might not know, but before it became participate learning, their previous name was VIF. Now VIF to me, compared to all other programs, VIF is the elite program. You have a group of girls, but you have a girl in the group of stush. VIF, that to me, participate. The elite, the stush girl in the group. Diane says a great program. Yeah. So we're going to look at VIF. We're not going to wait any longer because I already start late. And I want to leave early. So participate learning, that's what they're currently called. Previously called VIF. And I know they started back in 1987. And the reason why I basically, even though I didn't go on the program, I have some background knowledge on the program because I did apply for the program back, I think, in 2014. So I'll talk about that some more. But VIF is one of the programs that have been there for a long while, since 1987. And a lot of Jamaican teachers went on VIF in the 1990s, thereabout. A lot. I don't know if you remember that time when a lot of Jamaican teachers left and it was big thing in the news. Most of them went on VIF, that's what it was called then. But participate now, most of them went on participate. So it's been around a long time. And as I said, to me, it's an elite program. Basically, them have them things well start out. All right. So to apply to the program, it's similar. what they do is they do an evaluation first. I know when I applied, what they did before they even went any further, they called me on the phone. A one straight phone call, and they asked you a series of questions. Look, I did not pass that section, so you know it go. For sure, you say them serious about them thing. So them call you first and do a series of questions before they go any further. But currently I know they still do an evaluation. And then after that evaluation, I guess after you put in your application form, they evaluate what you have on the form, the application form, and then they do a video interview. After the video interview, then they do in-person interview. I don't know about now since COVID is, COVID time now. But in previous years, VIF went to Jamaica and they did their interviews there. They did in-person interview and they assessed the teachers because teachers had to do, they have to teach a lesson about what is it that, no, they choose a lesson or a topic, whatever, and they teach that lesson to maybe the program sponsors or a group of teachers. Diana can chip in right there. But I know they have to teach a lesson. Yeah, I know in your time it was in person, but that was before COVID. But I don't know, like now since COVID, if they're still going to go to Jamaica and do those in-person interviews. Once you do the in-person interview, they basically tell you if you get through, maybe not the same day, but shortly after you find out if you get through, then you need to do a credential evaluation. I don't know which company, Diane can maybe put that in the chat box, which company they use for their credential evaluation. And then there is something called the digital candidate portfolio. Teacher, listen to the sponsors. Yes, there is something called a digital candidate portfolio. I know you have to put that portfolio together. I don't know if it's the teachers or the program put that portfolio together. Diane can answer that. But that portfolio, no more in person because of COVID, I guess. That digital portfolio is what they use to send to different school districts now, so the districts can view things about you and decide if they want to hire you or if they want to move to somebody else. So what are the requirements to get on VIF? It's similar to all the other programs. You need 2 years, at least 2 years of teaching experience. You need a driver's license. You need to do a credential evaluation. You need a first degree. You must have a first degree. And this is something that not everybody's going to be aware of because it depends on the state that you're placed in. I know they place teachers in Virginia, North Carolina, and is it Florida or South Carolina, Diane? I can't put it in the chat box. But what I know, teachers that go to Virginia, they are usually asked to do additional courses. So Diane, you didn't do the courses because you're not in Virginia. But teachers that go in Virginia, they have to do additional courses because the state of Virginia basically say the first degree that we do in Jamaica don't match up to their first degree in Virginia. So what they do is ask the Jamaican teachers now that come on the program. I don't know if they ask other countries because it's not just Jamaican teachers go and participate. But I know for the Jamaican teachers, they ask them to do additional courses that will add up. That will add up to their first degree. So depending on the state that you go, if you go and participate, you might need to do additional courses to make up for your degree. All right. What they do also, and all the other programs do this, and I did not mention this the past 2 days or whatever. Each year, doesn't matter which program you're on, you are required to do some type of cultural. I didn't do an additional because you're in North Carolina. For Virginia, they have to do additional courses. I got that confirmed. All right. So for participate in other programs, they have to do some cultural exchange program, and you have to do that every year when you're on the program. And nothing hard. They usually encourage their teachers to bring stuff from back home to share, because remember it's a cultural exchange program, so they want you to share with the American children your culture. So what people usually do is, you know, buy a flag and your little posters with maybe the heroes, or, you know, some of our celebrities like Usain Bolt and Shelley and Fraser, different people that you want to share with your class or share with your school district. You have to do that cultural exchange every year. Yes. And I know some Jamaicans, they even in their cultural exchange activity, they even cook some food or make some things like, you know, we call it coconut drops, or all good things that the Americans can sample that is back, that come back from Jamaica, just to share our little heritage with them. So I didn't mention it for the other programs, but all the other programs require you, I'm not going to say encourage, they require you to do a cultural exchange every year while you're in the program, where you're sharing a part of Jamaica with your students or with the entire them love the curry chicken or with the entire school. You can do it just with your class. Some programs don't pressure you to do a big thing. You can do something with your class, take the pictures and send it to them to show this is what I did. While some might do it with the entire school, where the school come and sample or see, look at the display and stuff. So that's something that all the programs do. I did not say that, so I wanted to clarify that. All right. So we'll talk about the requirements, very similar to what all the other programs require. And if you're not sure, I have a video on that. You can check that out, or you can check out their website for the requirements. They place teachers, as I said, in Virginia, North Carolina, and a third state. And I'm not sure if it's South Carolina or Florida, but then you can maybe clarify that. And the positions, they sponsor teachers for primary school and world languages, and those world language include English as a second language. I think they do for high school also, you know, you do your one subject. So that is the next thing you can check out. When I look on their website, I see that it's not just exchange program that Participate does. They have something where they cater to students with they get people from different countries that speak different language. Like maybe they get people from Mexico that speak Spanish and get them to come and teach their children Spanish. They need, when I say Mexico, they're not going to take me for that program. For the exchange program, they might take a Spanish teacher from Jamaica, but for the next program that I don't remember the name of it, they take people who are native in those different languages to come and teach the language to their students. So they offer different things. All right. So what are some of the other perks of Participate? Let's get into the perks. Let me add this. Remember I said earlier that Participate is, to me, the elite program. When you have a group of girls and you have a stush girl in the group, so we have a group of programs, Participate is a stush one to me. They sponsor over 1,000 teachers every year, and that's a lot, right? I know some programs maybe just 100 and like 100 and odd teachers them sponsor a year time. Yes, elite. Because when I came on my program, it's like was just 100 and something teachers were sponsored. But with Participate, they sponsor over 1,000 teachers every year. And as I said, they've been around for a long time. A lot of people have been on their program. It's a good program to be on. But in my opinion, it's harder to get on this program. I don't know if Diane can say the same, but I know, in my opinion, it's harder to get on Participate. But it's a very good program. You can come on the program for 3 to 5 years, like any other program, and you can bring your family, your husband, your children under 21, and they will be given also the J2 dependent visa. What I learned is that when you come on Participate, they have advisors that visit your school. So, for instance, they place you at ABC district. They have advisors that they send to ABC district to, you know, get you settled in and to offer support. And this is mainly done in the beginning and the end of the school year. Since COVID-19, I don't think that is happening, but that's a perk of Participate. They also have a big meeting every year after all the teachers have, you know, arrived in the United States, they have a big meeting in a hotel where they have party and celebration, food and stuff. People getting to know each other, so you might get to know other people from other countries who came on the program, and that's always a good thing. I know we did that with my program also, where we had a get together and everybody from the different countries. We did a presentation on our country to share our culture. That's before we went to the classroom. We share our culture with the other teachers who came from other countries, and get to know each other. So that's something that Participate does, and I know Faces do it too, because I was on Faces, but I'm not sure if the other programs do that. They support their teachers. They send a lot of emails out and ask teachers if they're settling in okay, and if they need any assistance with anything, they would help and step in. Since COVID, they have not been doing some of the things COVID that will stop them from do, but they're gonna do them maybe virtually. So yeah. And I learned also from Diane that, listen, since COVID, they do a regular monthly survey where they send to the teachers to give them update about what is happening with them during the pandemic. How are they, coping, if anybody is sick or if anybody needs assistance and stuff like that. And also, remember yesterday I spoke about the $2,500 that TPG lent to the teachers when they first arrive, and it's a no interest free loan. With Participate, that is done annually. They have an annual no interest loan of $2,000. Diana, can answer that? Do they sponsor math and science teachers? I would assume yes. I would think so, because they have been around for a long time. So yes, when I look on the website, it just a primary school teacher. It's a primary school and world languages, but I'm assuming they do high school teachers also. Dan, maybe you can answer that. All right, so yes, you're gonna need 2 years of teaching experience, Tamika, because they want to know that you have 2 years of teaching experience after you've finished your degree. All right, so every year they lend you $2,000 interest free, not just when it come, every year. So if you want to do something this summer, you can bank on that $2,000 from Participate and borrow it, no interest, pay them back however they ask you, maybe over a period of 6 months or whatever, I'm not sure. All right. Occasionally, yes, high school too. Yes, Tamika, they sponsor for high school also, math and science. So once high school, math and science, because math and science are critical areas. They always want teachers for those areas. And guess what? When they're giving incentives, teachers who teach math and science usually get bigger incentives because they consider you guys as geniuses. So yes, and most programs make sure to encourage math and science teachers to come. Occasionally they send out gift cards of $15, I guess, just to show some appreciation for you to be on their program. All right. But overall, Diane shared with me, it's a great program. Other people that I know who went on the program, when I applied back in 2014 to VIF, I know other people who applied and got through, and she's still here, 10 months period to pay back the $2,000. Okay, I didn't get through, but my colleague got through on VIF and I got through on Faces, and she's still here and she has not complained about the program. It's a good program overall. All right, she did not have to do any additional courses either, because she was placed in North Carolina, but teachers who are placed in Virginia, they ask them to do additional courses to meet the criteria of their first degree. Excellent program. Yes, math and science. Yes, when the money always turn up when I get bonus. Even sign-on bonuses, they usually try to encourage this math and science teachers to come in by attracting them with sign-on bonuses, and usually those are like $5,000. So even Teach Savannah does that. If you are a math or science teacher, you get a sign-on bonus. So you need to look out for that also when you're applying to the programs. Okay, so that's it for VIF. Let me give you one word of advice though, because I was mentioning that I applied for VIF and I did not get through. I did not apply for only one program, and I'm going to encourage you to do the same. If you know you want to come on the program, put your egg in more than one basket, because I applied for in 2014 I applied for VIF. Yes, special education also critical, but you must have a special education degree. You can't have a general education degree and teach special. It must be a special degree. So that year I applied to VIF Faces EPI. I applied to like 4 of them, right? VIF was my first choice because, as I'm saying, VIF are the elite, in my opinion. Let me say that. You try more than one. Yes, I applied to more than one. So VIF, quick and fast, them say, no girl, go and about your business. And so the next 2 on my radar was EPI and Faces. After that, EPI was my second chance, and then Faces was in the third, because I don't know why Faces was third place, but Faces was third place because I guess when I look at the things and the areas that EPI place teachers, there were a lot of Jamaicans there, especially in the Fayetteville area in North Carolina. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to be, in an area where a lot of Jamaicans are. But in South Carolina, I was thinking, oh my God, I don't even know anybody in that state, or if a lot of Jamaicans there, where they're going to send me. So, yeah. It so happened that Faces come through first. I feel that, I think so too. It's so happened that Faces come through quick and fast in no time. By the time Faces contact me in June, in no time, bam, get the visa in July, and for reach July, America, July the 23rd of the same year, which was 2015. So I said the first what I catch you wash. So I say, all right, I wash. So I reach out South Carolina upon the program. By the time I finish the orientation, because all the programs, once you get here, you have to do an orientation, and they usually put you in a hotel, and you get to know the other teachers, and them teach you little things about how you go cope at the school, some of the norms, and so the programs don't just bring you here and leave you. Them do a little thing in the hotel. It's not going to be everything that you need, but they try to do something, and then they do ongoing. Even with Participate, they have ongoing training, and I mentioned that with TPG yesterday, ongoing training to keep you up to date. So reach out South Carolina and VIF, finish the training, and reach into the district that I'm placed to work in. Remember me I say a country that, so no Jamaicans another day. Me and the next young lady who go to that school district, we were the first Jamaicans. So you must know say a bush. Reach EPI ready. EPI send me teachers to send me schools to, who want to interview me. Interview and get through with the job on EPI, but me there South Carolina from Faces. Don't know who ball I water. But anyway, it worked out for the best, because in the end I did really get to appreciate Faces. I don't know of that, Jessica. I don't know of that. I really don't know of Teach Savannah. I said to you in one of the videos, Teach Savannah is a program, but I think they're in a different category from the other programs that sponsor J1 visa, in my opinion. Right? I think they're in a different category because they sponsor the H1B visa. They don't have to follow all of the programs like the H1 sponsors. The H1 sponsors are mandated by the state to train the teachers when they come, right? So they have to do it. If they don't do it, they can lose their license or whatever it is that they have to allow the J1 teachers to come in the state. So when the J1 teachers come, any program that bring you here, they are responsible to training you and getting you ready and settled in your school. But Teach Savannah is not sponsoring J1 visa. They sponsor H1 visa. So their program is a little different. And I mentioned that earlier. So I think maybe that's not the reason. But yeah, After a while, I appreciated faces, and so sometimes you might really want to go on Teach Savannah, or you really want to go on EP, or you really want to go on Faces or TPG, but you get through on a different program. I say all of that to say this. I didn't get that question. I have to go look and maybe answer after. But I say all of my experience to say you might have your mind set on Teach Savannah, or you might have your mind set on Faces or EPI, but TPG come through for you, or participate come through for you, and but you're not gonna know if the program is gonna be worth your while unless you try it. Okay, I have seen people who got through on my program and were sent in an area that was like close to me, but when she research and she say a country, she don't come on the program. But everybody is different, because when you come, yes, a country, but you can explore and ask to transfer and stuff like that. But it depends upon the person, and if it's somebody who flexible. You have to be flexible, basically. You have to be flexible. That's the point. You just have to be flexible. Come with an open mind, because when me come to South Carolina, the only places I've been to before in United States was Miami and New York. And if you have been to Miami and New York already, you know, say those are pretty street lights. As I said, New York, concrete jungle, pretty, dreams are made of. When I came to South Carolina, I was homesick, because me I say, I wish place this is not America. You know, so maybe it's a wrong plane me depend. Flexibility is key. Me I say I must wrong plane me take, because when me I watch TV, me not see no country place like this. None of them country places, you know, they on the movies. So this is not America. Instantly me get homesick. And I'm serious. All me see was bush trailers. And remember them trailer a big thing to them. Don't come here, come this people who are living in a trailer. Who have trailer living a big deal for them. The big achievement. So, you know, just a heads up. So it's just being flexible and being able to adapt. Yes, Diane. And being and having a goal. If you have a goal and you know what your goal is, you work towards the goal. You know, say, all right, in a bush them put me, but me not stay in the bush for long. Me I go work, and me I try to get a transfer and go to a different area. But mind you, wherever you go, it depends on where you live, the cost of living. Because in the bush where me live, we could get house to rent for $450, $400, $500, $600 in the country. Once you step out of the country and start going to the city life now, you know you have to pay $1,200, $1,500, $1,700 for 2-bedroom, $1,500. Just so you know, it depends on where you live. More money I come out to pay so for these things. So me, after a while, me get to appreciate country life, because it's cheaper. Living in the country, and a weekend time I go visit the city and come home back to the country. So it all depends on you. Alright guys, so I'm a secondary school teacher, but Participate told me that they recruit primary teachers. That's what I saw, Jody. I saw on their website that only primary school teachers and world languages. Diane is on the program. She's on Participate, but she's saying high school teachers. So maybe Diane, maybe you want to double check that for us, and maybe just put it on the comment when you find out of this video to say or confirm if they do high school, yes or no. But from what I have seen is primary and world languages. So guys, thanks for joining. Yes, Diane, thanks. Thanks for joining. As I said, Diane is on the program. If you had other questions, you could direct them to her. I'm going to be running off now to go home. I hope you learned something about Participate today. As I said, it's an elite program. It's been around for a long time. They sponsor over 1,000 teachers every year. And in my opinion, it's more difficult to get on that program. But it's a good program to be on. Guys, if you did not like this video, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Like the video. And also subscribe. If you have already subscribed, remember to turn on your notification bell so that you know when a video is uploaded or if I am live. I'm only seeing one thumbs up. Only one somebody like the video? Only one somebody like the video? Okay. Alright guys, see you next time. And Try more than one program. Yes, don't forget to try more than one program. Don't put your egg in one basket, okay? Apply to more than one programs. Thank you for all the information. It was in fact. Thank you, Tamika. You're welcome. All right, so that's it, guys. I'll see you. Nobody told me what program they want to hear about tomorrow. Remember, I did promise 1 week of live. The 1 week ends tomorrow, and then I'll tell you when we'll go live again. If you have a program you want to hear about, put it in the chat box. See you guys tomorrow.